Hi everyone, happy Friday. It's Tina Payne with CEO Mom. That's not what it is. It's goals of a CEO mom. I am a CEO mom. Okay, so today we are going to do a quick live interview with my good friend and sister of over 20 years, who is an amazing business owner and mom of six. Let me go ahead and get her invited. Hold on one moment. Add viewers. Okay. Yes. So we are going to get started. Okay. While I'm waiting for her to get on here, let me just add a couple things here. Okay, it should be coming up here in a second. But anyway, hi everyone. I'm so glad you guys are here. We're going to do a little bit of chatting with Sharry Stewart. I just want to welcome you guys to the live stream. Let me try to invite her again. It's not letting me. It should be, Sharry, it should be allowing you to get on here in a minute. So, hi, Tiffany. So what I like to do, or what I'm hoping to do this year, since this is a pretty new group, I am planning to do a weekly spotlight of a CEO mom every week, with hopes of, first of all, introducing you to the group, and also introducing you to the group and then promoting whatever you have. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. You look beautiful. Okay, yes. So I was just explaining to everyone my plans for every Friday. My goal is to have a spotlight on a CEO mom, and so that we can kind of just support each other, take a look at what each other has to offer every week with intention and spread the word, trying to support each other in business and in motherhood as well. Hi, Kenyatta. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So this is Sharry Stewart. First, Sharry, you looking fabulous. Let me just say. Hi, Kayla. You're looking fabulous. I want to first start off by you telling everyone, first of all, you're a mom of six. So tell us about your children first so we can get an idea of how how everything goes being a busy mother.
Okay, so I have six children. I have three boys, three girls. Caleb, Sean, Devin, Layla, Simone, and Savannah. Caleb is 16. He'll be 17 on the 1st of next month. Sean is 14. Devin is 13. Just turned 13.
Hmm.
Sean just turned 14. Layla is 11.
Hmm.
And the twins, they just celebrated their 7th birthday yesterday. Simone and Savannah.
Yes. Yes. So
Yes,
you are just so busy. I can't believe there's seven already.
I know. Time just
Yes. Okay.
by.
Say that again.
Time just like flew by. The doctor, I just
Oh,
remember not even realizing that I was even carrying babies. And then the doctor, just said, "Hey, you're pregnant," and then goes on.
right.
You know,
Ex-
so
exactly. Exactly.
they're having twins.
Sherry, are you able to turn your volume up some?
Let me just put on my headset.
Because
Maybe.
I can't really, it's kind of hard for me to hear. And my volume's all the way up.
Okay, hold on. Let me. I was trying to avoid putting on these big bulky things like I'm working in a
Yeah.
call center. Can you hear me?
Yes, a lot better. That's a
Okay.
lot better.
All right.
Okay, so we are going to go ahead and jump right in. We don't want to have this video be too long.
Okay.
So basically, Sherry, tell us how you got started in business, and then tell us what your business is.
Um, well, I got started a long time ago as an entrepreneur, but more
Hmm.
specifically about with credit guardians. Okay, so professionally, I'm an underwriter. I'm trained
to be an underwriter. I started underwriting back in, I started in the financial industry in 2006. I was a loan officer first. And then in 2008, I moved into underwriting, and I was working in loss mitigation. So in loss mitigation, basically what you do, the goal is to help people stay out of foreclosure and then stay in their homes. Um, and in that, I mean, I became so passionate about, helping people review their finances. Everything that I do now in my business, I was like training for this moment then.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and issues from divorce to being laid off to increased medical bills or debt, um, um, problems budgeting their finances properly, all led to where they were in foreclosure, as part of going into foreclosure, or it resulted in going into foreclosure. um, so I decided that this is what I do. I wanted to do something. I just didn't know what I would do or how I would help. I thought that I would create a business doing loss mitigation myself. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but then it turned into credit. And so now that has evolved to not just helping people to fix their credit, but teaching them the ins and the outs and what's important about their credit. They
Mm-hmm.
need to understand and learn the laws that pertains to credit, from the Fair Credit Reporting Act to the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act to the statute of limitations. All of these things are very important. So my goal is to teach people to do it themselves. That way,
Mm-hmm.
down the road, if they should ever need it ever again, or if they have a family member or a friend that might need help, they're equipped to do that too. So that's my number
Mm-hmm.
one priority, is to teach people how to do it themselves. Um, Now, you do have
Mm-hmm.
some people that just don't have the time, or just
Right.
don't have the patience. Um,
Mm-hmm.
to fix their credit themselves. So there was an opportunity there. So, Credit Guardians offers a restoration service as well.
Mm-hmm. So you can offer you basically offer to help do it for them
Correct.
as well.
But
Okay. Well, that's
the main goal, the priority, is for people to learn how to do it themselves. So in that,
okay.
we have credit coaching, which is private
Mm-hmm.
coaching, one-on-one, where
Mm-hmm.
we sit down virtually if we're not local, and we just pull out that credit report and we just rip through it, and we go
Right.
line by line by line, because some people think because it's negative or it doesn't look pretty, I need to get it off my
Mm-hmm.
credit. You know what I'm saying? Or I have 6 or 7 closed student loan accounts on my credit report. I need
Mm-hmm.
to get it off of there. People don't understand that that's not necessarily the case. Um,
Right.
so that one-on-one credit coaching is very would be is pertinent to helping people really get that one-on-one attention, so that they can
Right.
learn how to fix it themselves.
Okay. That's very important. And it's really a good time of year to get that started because, we always have all these goals and things we want to get accomplished for the year. And a
Hmm.
lot of it does revolve around us hopefully getting our credit back on track or,
Hmm.
it's a lot that we need to work on,
Hmm.
but it is possible, right? So let people know one of your worst case scenarios or worst cases that you've helped. Is there one that you can think of that you can kind of
I mean, it's like hard
give?
to it's hard to choose. Um,
Okay.
Here's the thing. There is no magic wand that anybody can wave and say, poof, all negative items are gone, and bam, your score is just going to jump 110 points. That's not how it works. Um,
Mm-hmm.
if anybody guarantees results, in fixing or promising results, then they're lying,
Mm-hmm.
because nothing
Mm-hmm.
is guaranteed in this whole, thing of credit.
Right.
However, there are errors that people that we can look for, and there are so many different things that's out there. So
Mm-hmm.
I've had people with bankruptcies that were
Mm-hmm.
removed before the
Yeah.
7 to 10 year time period. Um, I've had, and those things are on a case by case basis. It doesn't mean that because
Mm-hmm.
it happened for one person that it's going to happen for the next. Um,
Right.
I've had people with tax liens have the tax
Mm-hmm.
liens removed and deleted. Again, though it's on
Mm-hmm.
a case by case basis. There are
Mm-hmm.
strategies and techniques that we use in order to,
Mm-hmm.
increase the possibility of that being removed. But of course,
Mm-hmm.
we study and the whole world of credit and finances, it's ever evolving. So we're constantly
Mm-hmm.
studying and reading and keeping up with what's going on in the financial industry, following the Federal Trade Commission, following the FDCPA, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and then we form relationships with attorneys that handle credit, that
Mm-hmm.
specialize in credit law. So
Right.
I've learned a lot in
Mm-hmm.
the 2 years that Credit Guardians has been in existence, and even
Right.
before then.
Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I know another thing that you talk a lot about is budgeting and how important that is.
Hmm.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
That's the first thing I would say
Mm-hmm.
anybody needs to do. I challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I have a budgeting course, and I did a webinar last year, budgeting 101. And even in January, on January 1st, I challenged the members of my group to take the time to sit down and write out their budget. Now, of course, when you're sitting
Mm-hmm.
down and you're thinking about all of your bills, you're being very conservative. You're like, oh, well,
Mm-hmm.
you're rounding numbers, and you're not thinking about what you do when you stop at the that candy bar that you pick up at the grocery store, that pint of ice cream that you
Mm-hmm.
get, or when
Right.
you go out to have a drink. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I have them do that first, to just write their budget out. And in my group, there's also a budgeting tool. It's an Excel spreadsheet that
Mm-hmm.
people can download. The members of my group can download and input their income, input their expenses, and then it'll actually just kind of filter it out and show them if they have a surplus of income or a deficit.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I have them for 2 weeks. I ask them to carry like a notebook, or I have my little notebook here. Carry a notebook or something
Mm-hmm.
that you can use to write down everything that you spend your money on every single day for 2 weeks, something like this. And
Mm-hmm.
after that 2 week period is up, although it's like, okay, really one more thing that I have to do when I'm rushing in the morning and I'm running to Starbucks to
Mm-hmm.
get my coffee. I don't want to, people don't even balance their checkbooks anymore, let alone try to track
Right.
their expenses. But
Mm-hmm.
it's important for
Yeah.
them to do it, because after that 2 week period is up, they go back and compare what they've actually spent for that 2 week period to what they put on their budgeting tool. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to see a vast difference. So for
Mm-hmm.
that reason, they're going to see that they're spending a whole lot more than what they noted initially. So when you're trying to
Right.
find money and ways to cut back, this is the perfect
Mm-hmm.
way to do it. So when you have
Right.
somebody, the whole reason why I say this is important is because when you have somebody with credit cards that are overutilized,
Mm-hmm.
meaning, they have a 60% utilization, 75% utilization, or their cards are maxed out. They're still
Mm-hmm.
open, they're still making minimum payments, but their cards are
Yeah.
maxed out and they can't figure out how they're going to get the money to pay this balance down and to stop making minimum payments. Well, this is the
Mm-hmm.
activity that I pose them with so that they can find that extra money. Not only that,
Okay.
we go to look at the paycheck,
Mm-hmm.
because you can find money on your paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and people are like, well, how can I find money on my paycheck? Because a lot of people do not properly list their exemptions on their
Mm.
check. So they have more money coming out than what they really should have coming out. So that's another
Okay.
activity that I do. And that's something that we really dig into in our budgeting, a one-on-one budgeting
Mm-hmm.
coaching, or
Right.
budget coaching
Wow.
rather. Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's awesome. I think that's an amazing service that you offer because it's so needed. It's so needed.
Hmm.
Um, it's hard to do anything now without credit. And you also offer a DIY guide, don't you?
Yes,
Tell
I
us about
do.
that.
Yes, I
I have
do.
mine.
You have yours? Because I was saying, let me run
Yes.
downstairs real quick and get mine.
Let me grab mine real quick. I forgot to get it.
Yeah.
Let me
Okay.
grab.
So yes. So for those who want to do it themselves but don't know or how to get started, everything that I just talked about, and then so much more, is included in that DIY guide. It was totally a labor of love, but I
Okay.
figured there it is. There it is. There she
Yes.
is. Tina has
All right.
the regular version or the color version of the guide.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And I mean, we talk about budgeting, we talk about saving, we talk about different ways that you can, if you need trade lines or other options, non-traditional trade lines, it's in that book.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
Letter templates for disputes in that guide. There is
Mm-hmm.
a dispute process flow chart. So it's kind of like an if-then scenario. So you send this out, and if this happens, then
Mm-hmm.
this is what you'll do next. So
Yeah.
it's over like 100 and I think it's like 104 pages in the guide.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
content. We talk about what to do first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Hey Pam.
Hi, Tina.
Um,
I'm
um,
trying
there's
to find it.
a savings challenge in there as well.
I just saw that. The 52 weeks savings
Yes,
challenge.
and
Oh,
we're actively doing
here is
that in
that.
my group right now. Yep, that's the flow chart.
That's the flow chart. So that's an awesome. Yes.
Yep.
This is amazing. And right now it is on sale, correct?
It's on sale. Normally it's
Barely.
$27.99. But right now
Yes.
I marked it down to $18.
Yes.
So
18 is what is probably worth more. I'm not gonna
absolutely.
say what it's worth, but I'm telling you, it's worth more than
You know what it's
that.
worth? All the money that you're going to save when you go disputing those accounts that's inaccurate on your
Yes.
credit report. That's what it's worth.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So have you, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let me ask you a question, Tina. Let me put on my mass communications hat. Have you're owner of the DIY guide. Have you used it?
Yes. I have used it. I've used the resources that you provide in regards to obtaining some trade lines.
Mm-hmm.
One being like self-lender
Mm-hmm.
and rent reporters
Mm-hmm.
that basically they report to the credit bureau monthly as
Mm-hmm.
long as you're in good standing with them.
Mm-hmm.
So in those two by themselves, just using those last year, it increased my score about 60 points.
Wow.
So yeah, yes, definitely. I've definitely used some tools in there. So I
Good.
have more work to do,
Mm-hmm.
but
Well, that's the
but yes,
thing. I mean, nobody can honestly say that everything that they have going on is perfect, and stuff happens. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
Life
yes,
happens. Life
mhm,
happens, and you get thrown. Life happened to me recently. But
yeah,
it's not about getting caught up in what happened. It's about how you recover from it. You
right,
know, and
right,
so you
yeah,
have the tools right there in your DIY guide to pull yourself out. You might get in a rut, but you know what? Because you
mhm,
cannot predict the future. You don't know what's going to happen, but you can always stick that book
mhm,
on your shelf. And you can always pull that back
mhm,
out because although
right.
processes may change, the concept is still the same.
Hmm. Yeah.
You
I
know?
think just having it and knowing, like you said, knowing that the resources are there,
Mm-hmm.
even if things happen where, you fall or you make a mistake on your finances or your credit, having the knowledge to know what to do to fix it is like major because it was years ago where I didn't know what to do,
Mm-hmm.
or how to fix it. And really, credit is like a game. Like once you figure the game out, you can
You can do
increase your
some
score.
things.
You can
Absolutely.
do a lot.
You know what's it's
So,
funny that you said that, Tina, because you took me back when we were in college. And I had people approach me about Primerica. And I told this woman who approached me, she was actually a teacher at my son's daycare. And I said, I don't even want to
mhm,
deal with my own finances, let alone somebody else's, because I ran away from
mhm.
this kind of stuff. I didn't
Yeah.
understand it. It was intimidating. It was overwhelming.
Mhm.
Um, but I always say, if I knew then what I know now,
What-
where in the
I
world would I
know.
be? You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Hindsight is always 2020, which is why now we have an
Yes.
opportunity with our children to teach them what we
Mm-hmm.
refused to do when we were, you know,
Right.
and young in college and getting those credit cards and swiping like, you know, we had it like that. You know what I'm saying? Getting those student loans.
Mm-mm. I know.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that right now.
You know what I'm saying? That's depressing. Oh my
Let's not talk about student loans.
Lord have mercy.
Oh my gosh. Yes, yes. But you're right. It's funny how things come full circle, things that,
Mhm.
we said we weren't going to do before, or experiences as far as school, business, different
Mhm.
jobs,
Mhm.
how it comes all the way back around, but you use those previous experiences to kind of help with what you're doing now, and it
Mhm.
actually makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
okay, I've been there, I've done that,
Mhm.
and now I can show other people how to come through it. Um, and that's really what it's about, is serving other people and showing them, like, don't give up on yourself. You don't necessarily have to file bankruptcy. You don't
No,
have
you
to,
don't.
you don't have to just do what everybody else is doing or what everybody else told you to do. Like, you really need to do your research, but you've done the research already. So you
Exactly. And
provide them with
that
that
information. I've
service.
had clients come to me and say, you know what, I just want to file bankruptcy. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
why? Like, what's going on? And so I say, let's do a
Mm-hmm.
consultation. We do the consultation, and I look at the credit report, and I sit there and I said, are you serious? You're trying to file bankruptcy for, you know, $13,000 of debt, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, let me show you. Let me show you how you can get out of this. Are you really
Right.
trying to mess up your life for the next 10 years by filing
Yeah.
bankruptcy? Um, you're
Yeah.
gonna the when you're weighing the pros and the cons, that $13,000 is light work as opposed to the
Mm-hmm.
next 10 years of your life that you're going to have to be condemned for filing bankruptcy. And I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
I've had so many people after I broke it down to them about credit card utilization, about their
Mm-hmm.
budgeting and whatnot. I had people tell me, you know what? Oh my God, I am so grateful. I am so grateful that you broke this down to me because I
Mm-hmm.
literally had an appointment with the bankruptcy attorney,
Yeah.
you know, and now
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to go. You know, I was trying to figure, and I said,
Right.
the money that you're getting ready to spend to pay that
Even on that,
attorney
you
to
could
file the bankruptcy, you apply that to get your daggone utilization down
do
and your
that.
score is going to jump, you know? And they was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Yes.
why I didn't think about that, you know, but it's those things that you just don't know unless you're taught, unless you learn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's very
Absolutely.
endearing. It's an endearing
Mm-hmm.
feeling. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of late nights. But
Mm-hmm.
when you can provide to somebody something that they can utilize for the rest of knowledge is power, period.
Right. Right.
Knowledge is power.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's why I love doing what I do. I stay up, you know, I was up last night with Miss Juanita working until like 4 o'clock this morning, you know.
Mm.
Um,
Wow.
but you know, when you found something that you love to do so much, it's not like work anymore. It's just something that you do, you know, and you can go real hard.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kiki.
Right.
Hey.
Wow. Well, that's it's been amazing talking to you. I think that you know you have a gift when it comes to this, and your heart is genuine, and I think that people see that, you know what I'm saying, and they
Thank you,
hear it when
Tina.
you're on the phone. And I really, really am proud of you. Um, and I just know that this is going to be the year that your group, your business continues to grow and catapult um, further, higher.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
so let me just ask you another quick question as far as being a CEO mom. What is your best advice for balancing your business and your family or your children that you can give someone else?
I haven't mastered that balancing act.
Hmm.
Um, but
Hmm.
what I will say is planning. Um, you have to plan your day out. I mean, you have to literally you know, you're a nurse, so you go and you have to do charts, and you have to do things by the hour or by the minute, you know, and you have to do your work is already kind of planned out for you throughout the day. You have to do that same thing, being a mom, being, you know, a wife, being a business owner. Time management is of the essence, you know, so you literally have to plan your family time. You do, because I
Yes,
find
yes.
myself sitting at this computer and I won't move. When I was writing that DIY guide, I stayed in my room writing that guide. It seemed like from sun up to sundown. Juanita, am I lying? Tiffany, am I lying? We stayed up from sun up to sundown getting that done, you know, and it wasn't easy, because we initially did it as a ebook. You know, it was a flip book initially before it became before we got the hard copy. But you have to plan your time, otherwise your family suffers. You know, they really do. So
Right.
planning your work and then working your plan. I actually have a glass dry erase board that I'm getting ready to hang on my wall right here. And I'm going to write down, you know, my tasks, you know, and then as I complete a task, I'm going to cross it out, but it's only going to be for that day. And when I'm done, I'm moving away from this computer. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
Facebook can, if your group, your business is built on Facebook, your life can become Facebook. You know, you
Yeah, you
always
gotta
in your
set that
phone
time
doing
away.
this. You know,
Mm-hmm.
sending
Right, right.
invoices. You know, doing everything. But you got to turn it off, and you got to put on that mommy hat. You got to put on that wife. You got to do your wifely duties, so that you can have that balance.
Right, right. And it's okay if you don't, if it's one day you don't get something done, just start over the next day. That's how I look at it. Like, okay,
And you
you
wanna
know.
you wanna know something? I'm about to look. Transparency. Look, check this out. So
Yeah.
I'm looking real nice, right? And this is the thing about being able to work at home. Okay.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it, Sherry.
And then I got on the sweatpants.
I already knew you was about to do that. But it's okay. You at home. You working at home.
I'm work from
That's
home,
fine.
so I can, you know,
You
at
can
least
do
I got
that.
some pants on.
Exactly. Thank you for that. We appreciate that. We do. We appreciate
No, but that's
it.
that's the joy of not having to run out in, you know,
Mm-hmm.
traffic every day, and, you know, being able to
Mm-hmm.
be here when your children come home from school.
Yeah.
um
Yes, definitely.
yeah.
That's
Tina, I
that's
want to
good.
say that I'm really proud of you. I
Oh,
mean,
thank you.
you have just, you inspire me so much. You know, I'm blessed to have a circle of, you know, sisters, um, friends and business partners that are just so driven, that are so determined, that have integrity. You know what I'm saying? And that are willing to
Mm-hmm.
share, you know, their
Mm-hmm.
secrets, what works for them. But not only that, help you strategize too. And you are all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate
Oh,
you. I appreciate, and I love how you've taken, you know, Grace Health Career Center, and you've turned it into um, your scrub business. You know what I'm saying? And then not only
mm-hmm.
that, that turned into you doing your business consulting. I mean, girl, you the bomb.com, honey. And you talking about 2018. I'm telling you, Christ Hospital gonna miss you.
They do. They miss me now. I don't have no schedule this month. You
You
hear me?
Wow.
uh-uh.
That's, see?
I'm just scheduling as I go. Like I might schedule one day tomorrow, but
Mm,
it's yeah,
that's what's up, Tina.
I'm not, I'm not putting in no full schedule. So definitely, I appreciate that. Thank you, Sherry. Yes, I just made a decision, towards the end of 2017, where I started working with my business coach and realized that, you know what, if you want it, you have to learn, you have to seek information. You have to seek people who have that information, who
Mhm.
are willing to help you.
Mhm.
And you got to be coachable. You have to follow the plan. And it was not always easy, but in a short amount of time, I saw results. And I'm like, you know what?
Mhm.
this is it. This is my year, and it feels natural. It feels good. I feel like I'm able to help other women, and
Mm-hmm.
that was always my goal. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? No matter what I was doing, I wanted to help other women and moms do, whatever it is they want to do. So I'm just thankful, and I'm trying to help everybody else come up as I'm coming up, because this is the year, and you got to believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You got to believe in you more than anybody else, and you got to say to yourself every day, I am that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going
Yeah.
to get it. I'm going to do it. You know, you can. There's no
Mm-hmm.
reason why you can't. You got a
Mm-hmm.
computer, you got a phone, you got your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
God gave you lungs, gave you air.
Yeah, absolutely.
We all get down, we all have our moments, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Tired, depressed, sleepy, hungry, all of that stuff. But you just have to, wipe the tears, go on to the next thing, keep it moving. Time is
Absolutely.
not going to wait,
Time is
and
not
you
gonna
have
wait.
so many gifts,
Mm-hmm.
already have so many gifts within you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is
Mm-hmm.
not your only gift. Okay,
No,
period,
it's
point
not.
blank. You have a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep moving, don't stop, and just if you continue to do it from a genuine place of love and service,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to continue to rise. So
Thank you. One
that's
thing I learned too is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You know,
right.
you'll spend a lot of
Hmm.
time trying to figure out if something works if you try to create something that nobody has ever used before. Meaning a
Yeah.
process.
Hmm.
Sometimes you just follow somebody who's doing what it is that you are doing or what you would like to do,
Hmm.
and figure out their process and then follow it, and
Right.
but make it your own. You know what I'm saying? That
Make it your
way,
own.
make
Yeah.
it your own. You
Be unique.
found what works, but
Hmm.
now you can take that, and the only tweak that it needs is just you. You know?
Yes, your uniqueness. Right. Don't
Hmm.
carbon copy anyone,
Right.
but you can definitely, the process can be similar, like you said. So definitely. I'm just going to give a shout out to my business coach, Chanel Washington. She is in this group. She's
Hey,
definitely
Chanel.
gave me a lot of support as well as strategy
Hmm.
on how to do a lot of things that I'm currently doing, but I'm just trying to apply it to a lot of different areas. But it's not about me, it's about Sharry. I want you guys to go to her links. I put the links at the top of this video, and she has Credit Guardians group. Sharry, go ahead and give them your links. They're in there, but I don't want to mess them up.
Okay, so for
Just say
Facebook,
them.
it's Facebook, it's Credit Guardians. That's the group. Financial Fit Club. That is the group. My business page is Credit Guardians LLC. Instagram is at Credit Guardians, and so is Twitter. My website is
Okay.
creditguardians.org. That is my website. You can shop there, you can book online. I am putting courses up, budgeting courses. The course that we talked about yesterday about building your financial house, or
Mm-hmm.
GoDaddy is not my insurance policy. We're putting that in there.
Go
um,
fund me. Go fund
GoFundMe,
me.
GoDaddy. You see what I've been doing? You see what I've been doing all night, working on my website. GoDaddy is on my brain. GoFundMe
Oh,
is not my
it's
insurance
okay.
policy. Lord have
I knew
mercy,
what
help
you
me.
meant, but nobody else probably
Nobody else would have
did. So
known.
I was just clarifying.
Yeah, thank you, Tina, because I would not have realized probably until tomorrow that I said that. So, so
Go
sleepy.
fund me. Okay.
GoFundMe is not my insurance
Good.
policy. But yeah.
Right.
So got different
Hmm.
courses coming up that will be available soon, and that's pretty much it. Oh, for the book, you can go to creditguardians.org/shop, and the
Hmm.
DIY guide is
Yes.
there.
Yes, the DIY is definitely a good one to get. And like she said, it is on sale for $18. Um, you won't be sorry about that. So
Hmm.
let's see. I think that's all I have today. So I appreciate you taking the time out last minute to get on the live stream with me today.
Thank you,
I was
Tina,
gonna
for
save you
inviting
for
me.
like the end of the month, but I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get her on here because this is tax season, and this is definitely information that people need, and I just wanted to make sure that they get started off right before they spend all their
Absolutely. And
money.
what you saying tax season, we wrapping it up. But what you saying tax season, people say, I'm just gonna take all my tax money and I'm gonna just pay all these bills off. You may not necessarily have to do that.
Have to do that.
So, if you want to do the one-on-one coach, the credit coaching, perfect time to do it. Perfect time to do it. So invest. Hey, Cecilia, just take the, just invest just a little bit in yourself and learn, how much money you can save, and learning how to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Exactly.
Tina.
Exactly. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you everybody for viewing. If you are catching this on the replay, make sure you put hashtag replay and also throw up some hearts and some emojis so that we know that you are here. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments and we will answer them accordingly. This is going to be reposted on my personal page and Sherry's group. And then I'll probably also have it on my YouTube channel for CEO Moms, CEO Mom TV. So I will definitely keep you guys updated, and I'm thankful for everyone in the group. Hope you guys have a good Friday. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, guys. Peace.
All right. Thanks, Tina. Mwah.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.